All right, got it. This will do it. Hit the wrong button. Welcome, everybody, to Football Absurdity's Drafts on Tap. This is our 6th year doing this, and I'm really excited because this is going to be our first ever, first of the year live 12-teamer.
Yeah,
and that's great.
We've done 12-teamers before, Evan.
Yeah, I did one. We did one today. I wasn't in on it, but I promoted it.
All right. God damn it. These people need to show up. I'm going to ping AK. Is Draven in our chat? Do you know who he is?
Just at Draven.
I can deal with 3 people. Huh?
Just at Draven. See if it pops up.
Is there a Draven?
I don't know. At Draven, see if it pops up. It's probably because Draven is one of the characters that Eric Bra voices on League of Legends.
Oh, so it could be Bra?
Could be. Could be a broadcast fan who also subscribes to us because there's a lot of overlap between the broadcast and us. Oh, yeah, there we are. We're live. Let me check the audio.
Yeah, we are. AFK and we launched. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure we got live data here. I can hear feedback in my headphone.
Yeah, there's going to be a slight feedback for a second.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Oh.
Okay, good. All right. It'll go away now. Sorry, I have to turn on the audio on my other device to double check that the audio here works. Okay, let's do it. We want 3 bots or fewer.
Yeah, if MK just shows up, we should be fine. If we get 4, it's
MK will
show.
MK will show up. He's one of ours.
He should show up, but people fall asleep or like get distracted. God knows I've done it, so I'm not gonna like judge. But hopefully, I saw one of these people was here too. Come on, guys, let's at least get us 3. 4 is gonna make this very problematic, and I don't want to have to bounce out and start a new one. But I will because I'm not gonna waste my time. I'll give it. I'm gonna give it a couple. We'll give it a few minutes in here.
Okay, so what's the secret?
What's up, Adam?
What's the secret to... Sorry, everyone, for the Waleed flickering. I'm still getting used to Discord OBS being silly. This should fix it.
All right. And just like that, MK is going to spend a bunch of his money on Jamar Chase because he's AFK.
So what's your strategy going in, Waleed?
My strategy is I want to see if there's going to be bots because I'm not going to have a strategy until I see what the hell happens. If there's bots, there's no point in having a strategy because all of our data is fucked. Sorry if I sound cranky, but we got this thing filled up nice and quickly, and it's already a waste. Yeah, right away, MK's dead. He's dead in the water here, so even if he shows up, it's too late. And then we're going to have another 3 people who are going to have the same problem. This data is going to be worthless, so we're going to have to bounce to another room.
Yeah, we want nothing but to curate for you the best data. We keep that at footballabsurdity.com. We're happy to share a spreadsheet with you of mostly human auctions. Of course, this is currently not one of them. Let's punish a bot here.
The biggest problem here with this is we have 4 bots in here, which means that practicing here doesn't help you. It doesn't prepare you for any kind of a draft. So
it prepares you the draft where like 4 people are idiots and you just wait and make a mint, but that's like you don't need to practice for that.
Yeah,
there's one strategy.
Yeah. So this is going to be a waste of time. I think I'll give it a couple more people to see if one of these other people shows up because MK being busted out isn't as big a deal if someone else shows up. But right away, we're already seeing like Anna going to 70. There's
a 3 out of 10 filled in 10 minutes too. We can pivot to.
Yeah.
And this is what happens, y'all, in case you're wondering why, some behind the kimono things for production. We can populate a room with 12 people easily, but we have to populate it early, and then those people wander off, or their boss checks in on them, and they're not working, or something happens, their baby wakes up. So that if we populate it early, we guarantee it'll fill, but we have more bots from people who signed up and are like, oh, that's in 27 minutes. I got this. I'm going to go mow the lawn. Oh, well, what is that? Some weeds. Oh, no, the weeds are talking to me. They want me to feed them blood. Hold on. I got a thing to do here.
All right. Well, what's going to happen right now is we're going to leave this room. So, sorry. It started off with a whiff. I was real optimistic at first because we filled this room early, but it doesn't matter if we fill a room if the people don't stick around. So, I'm out of here. We're gonna do bots snap in 10 minutes.
I can vamp for 10 minutes too. I got
we can,
opinions.
in 9 minutes. I'm just kind of saying. I'm talking out loud about what I'm doing. I'm trying to
Freeman,
coordinate.
you're clearly listening to the broadcast because you're already here. Love it. Thank you, Freeman, for your service. Appreciate that. In the army against bots, we're forever. I mean, oh, Adam, thank you, Adam.
Yeah, Adam's back.
We will.
So we
This is
yeah.
humans versus bot is going to define the next 50 years or more. So this is just the first taste, the first little skirmish of humans versus
The bots
bots.
are never going to be good enough, but we got 3 people with 8 minutes left, so that should be good. And a lot of them are our people. I don't know who Black and Gold is, but I want to enter this other room. I want to see if Harold was one of the people in ours. No, he wasn't. So he's a random person.
That's
Hopefully
good.
MK shows back up. And honestly,
Yeah, MK, you're still welcome.
Oh, he's fine, and it's not like his fault either because
Yeah,
like
we've all been there.
The room was fucked regardless. Like 3 bots is pushing it. I would have tolerated 3 bots. I wouldn't have liked it.
I would have
12 man.
And I would have not entered a 3-bot auction into our mostly human draft. It needs to be 2 bots and a 12-teamer.
Oh, Ethan and Larry, I think, were both in that last room,
yeah,
right?
Ethan and Larry saw our names, I think. And we're like, oh, yeah, we're out. Yeah, Ethan was definitely there.
Yep. Ethan and Larry were both there, so I'm hoping they're one of ours. If they are, we love you. Thank you for supporting the show. We are going to make you good at this shit. Like, we're ready to rock and roll.
We always done this shit for 7 years.
Okay.
Wait, how long has football already been around? 8 years. This is our 8th year, man.
Dude, it's been forever.
That means it's our 9th season. Dang, man.
That's wild.
Nice job. So my initial favorite strategy, let me just break it down. Can I vamp a little?
Go for it.
All right. So people say all auctions are different, but they're not. Once you do enough of them, there's 3 types of auctions. One's where the initial bidding, the most common one, where the initial bidding is 5 to 10% over for the top players because, there's competition. And in those, you generally want to get 2 players you really love, even if you have to pay up for them, and then just wait because the market will crash because if 5 to 10% more is coming out of the market, then that 5 to 10% has to come from somewhere. It's a closed system. There's no new money coming in. And in that case, I like to get 2 wide receivers, and I think Waleed does too, and just round it out by finding values after that. The second one is where people are bidding over 10% in the beginning, and there you just get a guy you like for whatever price because the market is going to crash hard, and if you just wait, you're going to steal some people because the market has to crash. And the one where people are underbidding early, not more than 5%. And there you just get as many guys for less than 5% over early and then wait because the middle is going to be so bloated in terms of pricing where everyone was waiting and everyone was sandbagging and everybody has money. You don't want to be there.
And I posted one just like that in the Discord where everyone was kind of like not paying the right price. And I ended up with Brian Thomas Jr., Malik Neighbors, Justin Jefferson, Josh Allen. So right away, what that is that's a team that wins its league. Like, I have 3 of the best receivers and the best quarterback in football. I don't give a shit about I didn't have any money left over, but I don't care. I'll find running backs who can get me like a PPR floor while my receivers go the fuck off.
Yeah, and in case you're new to football, Absurdity, our strategy, our current multi-year meta is get wide receivers and maybe a quarterback or a tight end and get a lot of running backs. Because
the meta changes from year to year, though, overall.
It does.
Because and this is a year where especially holding true to 0 RB is a good idea because last year, historically, running backs didn't really get hurt and they all had it was a great year for running backs. And to be fair, the league is tending towards that. Like, as teams were trying to defend the pass, the smart teams are building up their run games to counter smaller defensive backfields. Having said that, running backs get hurt. So when you invest a first-round pick in a running back and he gets hurt, that really screws over your team. So wide receivers are more likely to stay healthy, and that's kind of important in why 0 RB is a strategy I go with. Hero RB is another one. But the king of auction drafts, it's not having a strategy. It's finding value. Understanding where people are priced. If you have your own pricing system, you're going to be better than people who just go off of the strategies of other people. MK made it!
Nice.
Hell yeah!
All right, we're happy to have you
Um,
back, MK. Yeah, and
okay.
on that note, that's why like the flow chart strategy. I like to. I'm gradually making a flow chart, and you can see step one is which of these three types of auction is it? People going for more than 10% early, people going for 5 to 10% over early, people going for a bargain early, and then based on that, you just make a strategy. Uh
Now, I tend to prefer 10 mans to 12 mans just because Yahoo offers public leagues that are 10 mans. And I get to play against public people for $5. And I'm going to be honest with you, I like free money because that's
yeah,
what it's been so far. I've made a profit on it every year. Like
and for
last year, I wasn't even trying to get Josh Allen, and people were letting me. Like it's kind of weird because like the nice thing about doing a bunch of mock drafts is it's like jogging with ankle weights. You're all of a sudden when you're in a real race, you're just running so much smoother. Like these
yeah, it's very
people are
true.
bad. A lot of people are a lot more tight when it comes to real money leagues. And if you're tight, I'm gonna pounce because I know who I want. I have a price point because I've done by the time the season starts, I will have done 3 digits worth of mock auction drafts. I will have done so many because I like to do it in my downtime. I might do less this year just because the football absurdity crew has gotten me into best ball. Yeah, you made it, MK. We were trying. Don't worry, that room was fucked whether you were there or not. But you ended up with Jamar Chase and Bijan Robinson for all your money. So,
Yeah.
which honestly, to be fair, that's not like the worst place to be.
And I dislike 10 teams for the exact same reason Waleed likes 10 teams. So it's really funny. Uh, I want to be super challenged. We can't gamble online here in Washington, so there's no monetary incentive
I
due to
don't.
the laws.
Don't get me wrong. If I want to be challenged, that's what the Football Absurdity Experts League is
Oh, yeah, I
for.
wasn't throwing shade. Sorry, I wasn't saying you didn't want to be challenged.
We're
My
10
bad.
man super flex auction. No, it's okay. You're right. A 10 man isn't challenging. It's a different strategy. But I mean, do you really want to be challenged when you're playing for money and you're better than everyone? No,
No,
I'd rather win. I'm happy just coming up with
which I can't
that.
do because Washington's laws about gambling are, oof, they make no sense. They make no sense.
That's so weird.
What's so
Okay,
weird?
yeah. No, I'm looking at my mustache and it's like I guess it's sticking up a lot over here. I'm trying to put it up, but it's
Uh,
fine.
okay.
Yeah. You're getting a rolled out of bed look from me, guys. You didn't merit full afro today. If we get it on the first try of one of these 12 mans, you'll get the full afro next time.
Hey
I promise.
man, I teach elementary school, so summers on my chore list is, hey, take out the garbage, change the oil. 3, try to not look like shit all day. It's like I do not care anymore, so it's fine. I'm sure my mustache is sticking up all over the place.
Oh, I don't care. But I do care. Like I just was looking at the aesthetics and I just noticed it was just sticking up so freaking much. It's fine. Oh, all right. We got a minute to go. I said this in the last one. I want to say it again. This like quarterback and tight end this year are positions where I feel like this is a year where there are times when you wanted to pay up. This is not the year to pay up. There's only 2 tight ends worth having, in my opinion. It's Trey McBride and Brock Bowers. Everyone else is just part of a blob. So figure out the guys you like in the blob that you can get for cheap. Get them. Put your money at wide receiver. Put your money at running back. Like with this, I got 5 spots I can throw a whole bunch of money at. And quarterback's another one where if I'm not getting one of the top 4 guys, I'm more than happy to fade it. Like I can get 2 quarterbacks for under $5 that I really like, that I think have tremendous upside, that I think are also undervalued. You guys in the Discord probably already know the guys I'm loving. JJ McCarthy, Caleb Williams, Justin Fields. Their price
MK wants
points.
to know what was Kittle in the blob now? The number
So
one
here's
tight end?
here's my problem with Kittle. I've already vocalized this in the Discord before. Look at Kittle splits with Christian McCaffrey healthy and without Christian McCaffrey healthy. Without Christian McCaffrey, George Kittle is one of the best tight ends in football, and I'd put him over there. But if Christian McCaffrey's healthy, he's just tight end 5. And tight end 5 is fine, but you're not paying him as tight end 5 this year. Like last year, you got Kittle at tight end 5, and that's what he is. He generally finishes anywhere between 3 and 5. So if I can pay tight end 5 prices for a guy whose floor over the last 3 years has been tight end 5, then I'm getting good value. But right now, you need Kittle to perform at his ceiling at his current price, and I'm just not having that. You know what I am having, though? 9 out of 10 people in here, only one guy AFK. Hopefully Harold, the one guy who's not one of ours, shows back up. But
can I just say how much?
Man,
Can I just say how much I hate that they randomize the nomination order?
yeah,
Like
you can say
what?
it because I hate it.
I'm like, you made a change. You actually made a change. You dusted off your settings, Yahoo, and changed something, and somehow it managed to be something that's totally random and somehow worse. Like,
Well, to be fair, draft orders should be random in an auction. I just hate it.
sure, but if you're in a real auction, but if you're drafting a snake draft and you're second overall, I want to be guaranteed to be second overall. And if I know where I am in my auction, I want to be drafting there so I know with the nomination strategy. If I don't know, I'll roll a 10-sided die and go into that position, and it's all randomized. Like,
okay, MK's got a question. He's like, won't it balance out with Debo and Ayuk out? Understanding Pearsall probably steps up, but Juwan Jennings is not it likely. First off, Juwan Jennings is absolutely him. I have a little bit of a concern because it took him a long time to break out, but he also had a bunch of guys ahead of him before he had a chance to break out. But if you look at Juwan Jennings' separation scores last year, like Tony had his wide receiver predictive model, and Juwan Jennings was one of the best receivers in football last year from a pure just getting open. And like that's 90% of the job. So I'm not convinced Juwan Jennings isn't it. But in answer to your question about it balancing out, the difference is Kittle and McCaffrey, they kind of see the same routes. They're used in similar fashions. That's like tight ends and running backs. They're running like maybe they'll do stuff out of the slot. Maybe they're doing like dump off kind of things. Like no, I don't think it balances out. Someone posted the splits. I don't know if they could post it again. But if you scroll back, they posted the numbers for Kittle with Christian McCaffrey were decidedly different than when he was out. And that makes a difference. And you have to like plan accordingly with that. Yeah. Basically, good question, but my answer is I'm just not going to have shares. You know what? Like, Zachy in the Discord said today that Drake London is probably his least favorite of the second round guys this year. And I've been a very vocal Drake London lover, but I'm inclined to agree because there's just so much like part of it is I don't really believe in Penix. I hope I'm wrong about him, but like he gives me Deshaun Kaiser vibes when I scouted him. Like that guy who's got that missile deep ball, loves to chuck it. And those guys, like he only throws at one speed really fast. Those guys make me nervous. And I know he was good in college, but it took him a while to be good. And I can't get on board with it.
it no longer lets me delete ads. So if
What?
we see ads, it no longer lets me remove ads. So if we see ads for panties, we're just gonna have to stare at panties. I'm sorry.
That's horseshit.
Yeah, well, I'll crop it in the future. Oh wait, hold on. Oh yeah, I'll crop it in the future. I'll just crop it out. It's early. I didn't know. Y'all probably just saw an ad, made an ad go away, and another ad comes, and I'm like, we're still arguing over. Oh, black and gold is here. Okay, so that means we have no bots. No bots.
The guy who was a bot was Harold. Black and Gold was here from the start, but we're
right.
fully
But black
here.
and gold took 30 seconds. You're right. I thought he might have been an AFK though, because he took 30 seconds to nominate.
I think I should have bid a little bit for Jamar Chase. 67's too cheap.
67 is pretty good. Hold on, let me get my. Sorry guys, I'm gonna tab out and tab back in here. Let's get our all-human mock auction. This may somehow paradoxically kill Waleed's camera for a second, and we'll fix that.
That's fine. I can do things that are illegal while I'm off camera. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not even a big fan of Jonathan Taylor, but I'm not going to let him go for under $30. And I'm gonna give my like disclaimer on price enforcing again. If you don't want a guy for a price and you're price enforcing, why do you think the guy opposite you is going to want him? Price enforcing is stupid. Now, if you think that like you don't really care for a guy at his price, but he's going $15 cheaper, yeah, go ahead. Get guys at discounts. That's where you build value. Like, I'm not like Jeff Crisco once said that he just considers football players random like number generators. That's how he tries to treat them. That's how you should kind of treat them. Like, don't get me wrong, I love football players, but in the end, you're trying to come up with a number that's going to be produced that maximizes like your points per dollar spent. And I'm fucking nominating last. That's some horseshit. That's fine. I need to be at a disadvantage. I'm so fucking good at this.
And in case you're wondering why Waleed's disappointed, the more you get to nominate early, the more you dictate the market for whatever position is about too short or is long or whatever your options are.
Yeah. It's interesting. It's a lot of guys from Football Absurdity in here.
Yeah.
I think, like, for some reason, that's making you guys tighter. Like,
it's going to make it tougher. Because we all want to go high with WR.
Right, well, I'm going to switch this up a little bit then on how I nominate. Because I see that you guys aren't bidding. So I'm going to try to get discounts on really good guys.
I
I'm make you guys spend.
Yeah, I have Derrick Henry for 48, which, what?
Yeah, he should go for 50, but I'm kind of fading Derrick Henry a little bit at his current price point. I like him. I'm paying for him at his ceiling. I can't have it.
I mean, his current price point among all humans is 55, so I'll take him for 48.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Why are we acting like we're not going to have a big... AJ Brown was a good nom. Who did that? Ethan? We don't know. It's that tier 1B where we're like, I don't know what the market's going to be like yet. So you rather get him for a deal or you're going to set the market high.
I don't give a shit what the deal is on him. If I want him, I'll get him, but I'm not going to let him go cheap. Like, you know what I think? Also, you know why his price is going up right now? Because there was a big AJ Brown conversation in the Best Ball channel.
Yeah.
He's the best second round value right now because last year's numbers, that was his floor. They did not throw in the second half. So I'll take him for under $50 because I think he's a low end wide receiver one.
The highest he's gone for before this was 47. But that wasn't in a very Football Absurdity heavy room. So thank you, Ethan. I like Ethan a lot. I don't know if he's one of us, but I want to invite him to be one of us. If you're watching Ethan, come. Okay.
He came from the other room. If he's not one of us, he will be one of us.
Yeah, he'll figure it out.
This is like, you know what I also like? Watch this. That was exactly what I was telling you to watch for. These guys have learned my little thing of wait until the very fucking end, and they do it to me all the time. I'm not Evan. You're not going to put me on tilts. Like, sometimes I do it, and then I come back at you. Sometimes I don't. I have a method to my madness.
Why did I catch a stray bullet there?
Because if I keep doing that to you, you'll get mad.
Well, I'm doing production here. I'm trying to produce a show.
Yeah. No, but I'm talking about if I wait till the last second on a guy you've got, then I go $1 above.
Because then everybody has to wait 9 seconds just watching the show. It's a production tilt.
It's not a production tilt. Oh, AJ Brown, is he going to cost me Puka? Or am I going to go really hardcore here? How much money do I have left? 72. Wow, that would leave me like no money. But it would leave me Puka Nacua, Justin Jefferson, and AJ Brown.
What'd you get so far? Let's see.
I can't do it. I can't make myself
pull this trigger.
I have AJ. I love Puka, but like if I could get Justin Jefferson, AJ Brown, and Puka Nacua, like, and I still have $20 left, I'm not that mad about it. The problem is I can't do it. I'll have 15 left for 2 running backs, a quarterback, and a wide receiver, and a tight end. I'm not willing to do that quite yet.
And so far, this is a draft where everyone's going 5 to 10% above projection, which means it's a normal draft. So you wind up with about 2 guys who you overpaid for, and then just wait for the market to crash. It's also a draft that's heavy football absurdity, so most people are going hard on wide receiver, which makes me want to go hard on the other positions.
Exactly. Like that's an important thing that Evan just said here. If everyone's doing one thing, do the opposite. You don't win leagues by doing what everyone else is doing. You do it by finding that the strategy is leaning in one way and finding the deficiency it creates in another strategy. Because if all the money goes to wide receivers, that means running backs are going for cheaper. That means quarterbacks are going for cheaper. So you find value. Like you're trying to find like margins at your point production in each starting spot where you can get an edge. I went there. I got 2 wide receiver ones. That's where my edge is coming from. Justin Jefferson, I think, is the best receiver in football. Him and Jamar. It's him and Jamar Chase. Honestly, also CeeDee Lamb. I've been low on CeeDee Lamb, but like Zachy kind of like talked about him a little bit today too. And I'm kind of like over my bias. Like I think I let my Dallas bias always like lower his value a little bit, but his last 2 years are undeniable. He's been the best receiver over the last 2 years in fantasy football. And like he did it even when Dak wasn't healthy, which says a lot because him and JJ have both shown that they are quarterback moves. Honestly, Jamar Chase has too, because he didn't really drop off too badly when Browning was starting. At least I don't think he did. That was 2.5 years ago, and I smoke a lot of pot, so I might not remember. Thank you for going straight to 50.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing constantly. I'm producing a show here. I'm not here to like watch people count to 10. Nobody wants to watch that.
Well, I'm just saying thank you because I was about to do it, but like I didn't want to do it because I only have $72. I was gonna jump to 40 because I'll take like I'm not as high on Saquon as other people are this year, and I understand why you are. Like I don't think you can have the point per game that he had last year. I still think he's got a good chance of being an RB1. But I also think they're going to be throwing the football a lot more. Like the way the Eagles had a nice schedule last year.
Yeah, they had a real nice schedule last year. And they have the worst,
and they also had really good injury luck. So I'm like, I can't make myself get in on it. Yeah,
I'm not seeing, of all the articles, maybe 1 in 10 says the Eagles might repeat. Most of them are like, they're not going to repeat.
Yeah, but you know what? The Eagles also have the best team roster top to bottom in football. So it's hard for me to say that they're not going to. Oh, MK letting Bowers go early? Thank you for going. I was about to do that myself. Oh.
And so just talking about some minor technical issues, you see that I've typed in a number to bid, and Yahoo doesn't let me bid one more now. Oh, it did there. The fix for that is you click off the screen, off of the bidding area, and it makes the thing turn blue.
Thank you. I didn't know that. That always annoys the shit out of me.
Yeah, just click anywhere on the screen that's not the bidding area, and it'll give you the blue again.
72. So how am I going to do this? I guess it depends on who my third receiver is, because I'm going to take. If you guys let a good receiver go too cheap, I don't care. I'll figure out my problems later.
Oh, I got a guy. I'm subverting. I'm going non wide receiver heavy. So I fill up at other positions and I wait for the wide receiver crash.
Yeah.
And so then I need to nominate wide receivers to facilitate that crash as best I can.
Yeah. I wasn't about to just throw Jahmyr Gibbs in for $1 when, like, if he doesn't go for 50. So I'm like, you know what? I'll go 40 because if someone's stupid enough to let me get him for 40, I don't care. I'll figure it out. I think Jahmyr Gibbs has a really decent chance of being RB1 overall this year, too. He's a guy I like. There are 6 running backs that I really, really like this year as a guy who could finish RB1. Saquon, obviously, Gibbs, Bijan, Christian McCaffrey, Derrick Henry, Devon Achane.
I guess nominate again. I need to steer this. I need to nudge this auction to start. Yeah. Y'all need to start cutting each other's throat about wide receivers. There you go. Thank you, Black and Gold.
You know what I like? Black and Gold instantly went for like that $1.
Yeah.
What's Black and Gold's team look like right now? Oh, he got Chase and Taylor. You know what? what I respect about that, because like, what was Jonathan Taylor? He got him for $3 under what his average has been. Most of the guys in this draft have gone over their average. Jamar Chase, his average is 69. He got him for 67. Jonathan Taylor, his average is 44. He got him for 41. I don't know if Black and Gold is one of ours, but he feels like one of ours. This is a good start. You got two guys underpriced, and you got them early, because sometimes those first couple of nominations, people will go for a little bit cheaper because people haven't quite decided how they want to spend money.
Which is why you got to have that 1 of 3 auction strategy. Like, is this the one where they're going early? Maybe. I'll grab them now, and if not, all right. Then it went for more later. Cool. Who do y'all love? Oh, y'all love this fool. Let's go.
Here's the thing that I think people need to hear. And when it's very early and a guy you think is good, but he's not one of your favorites, is going for a lot cheaper, don't wait for a guy who you might have to pay more for and you might get priced out of. Take the guy that you know is value. Try not to fall in love with specific guys. Fall in love with value. What has Evan got right now? Henry and Bowers. Okay. He's going to 0 wide receiver strategy.
I'm zagging. It's
It's cool. I respect it.
I usually like to get like everybody else, wide receivers, get like 6 RB2-3s, hit on one, but this is not going to happen today.
I'm going to take my chances. This will leave me $20 left if I get Brian Thomas Jr. Brian Thomas Jr., what was he, wide receiver 3 last year? Fuck it. I don't give a shit about running backs. I can fill this roster out. I'm going hardcore on my wide receivers. A.J. Brown, Justin Jefferson, Brian Thomas Jr. Now, all I'm going to be doing is nominating wide receivers because I don't give a fuck. Actually, I'm not even nominating just wide receivers. I'm just going with the guys who are going to take the most money off the board and make you guys spend your money.
Yeah, and that echoes our strategy. Nominate players in positions you don't want to pay up on, and that gets the most money out of the pool.
Well, it's not even that. Like, because at this point, like, I'm not going to get Ashton Genty for $20, so why would I pretend like I'm going to? He's going to go for more. I'm not in it. You guys need to spend money. So I pushed early. I pushed hard. We're going to see what kind of team I come up with. I've been debating, like, I'm kind of glad that I'm in a position to do this. I went over my budget for receivers. But I kind of want to see how I can build this team off of that, because I think that I honestly feel like quarterback, tight end are interchangeable this year. And I think running back, I think there's value to be had late for under $5. So this is going to be really interesting.
I love how we're all acting like we're going to let Amon Ra go for $49. We're all just waiting to snipe each other.
Yep. Oh, that was going to be my next nomination, too. Well, that's okay. We got Nico and Neighbors to go. I'm going to be sad if one of those guys go for a little bit.
Harold trolled me.
Well, he can get you. Oh. Evans learned from his idol, Waleed.
Well, that's drama. It gets mad drama.
Okay.
We're all doing it to each other, so it's hilarious.
I'm going to be hiding for like 30 seconds, guys. Don't mind me.
And notice how I'm sure Wally has it too, we have set on max bid. That's what comes up the first. You don't care about the budget. You care about who I'm going.
Who do we get? $55 for A.J. Brown. Nice. So you made him pay a little bit more. That's not bad. I'll be honest, like, seeing Amon-Ra St. Brown go for 55 makes me feel really good about $52 Brian Thomas Jr. Like, Coming out last year, I looked at Brian Thomas Jr. as a prospect, and I was like, he's either going to be a top 5 receiver or he's going to bust. That was my draft analysis. So now that I saw him be a top 5 receiver, I'm so in on him because he was exciting in college, but there were things that made me a little bit nervous. His athletic profile was not one of them. $10 Chris Godwin, not bad for your wide receiver.
Oh, see, I hate it. I don't want the 4th best fantasy scorer on a team potentially.
Chris Godwin, before he broke his ankle, was wide receiver 1.
Right, but they added McMillan. Bucky Irving came into his own. Mike Evans.
That's fine. But Chris Godwin's really fucking good, and the way they run that offense, it doesn't matter. He's probably going to finish as a top 24 wide receiver, and you got him for $9. That means you can build your team. That's a good price. Chris Godwin is undervalued this year. He should be a $20 wide receiver. If he hadn't gotten hurt, he would be in that Devontae Adams, Tyreek Hill tier of wide receiver.
Sure, but then he got hurt. And they drafted McMillan.
They got hurt. Oh my God. I want to fucking punch Todd Bowles in the face for how he got hurt too. You remember that Thursday night game in overtime?
Oh, yeah.
Where he, single-handedly wrecked a bunch of Tony's best ball teams? Because Tony was all over Chris Godwin last year. He told you what was going to happen, and he fucking nailed it. If you guys are not listening to the TH Fantasy Podcast team breakdowns, you guys are doing yourself a disservice. If you want to win, last year, their hit rates was outstanding. And Tony took it to another level this year with his paternity leave.
Again, that's the TH Fantasy Podcast in the Football Absurdity podcast ring. Check it out. Yeah. It's the best podcast in the ring, I think. Sorry, Jeff, yours is great too.
No, honestly, I think it's the best fantasy football podcast. Period. For pure information.
Really? Well, I also like that. Do they still talk about guys?
They do.
I love let's talk about a guy.
Yeah, you usually get one little weird football history anecdote. That could be its own podcast in itself.
I should offer them my research thing. And have you talked about this guy? They just talk about a guy with a weird life and a weird football career or something like that, or other things.
I did 2 episodes. I did Joe Namath, just his football career, which was its own thing, and his post career, which was another thing. That's how awesome Joe Namath was.
I did the Pittsburgh Steeler who went nuts in the offseason, started shooting at police helicopters and wasn't arrested or was released on probation and then won the Super Bowl the next year. Yeah, I don't remember what else I did.
$35 Lad McConkey. I really like that.
Yeah, me too.
What's he normally going for? I mean, it's a little bit over his price.
In all humans, his average is 34, min 29, max 38. So right at the normal range.
Yeah, a little bit at the top end of the curve. But Lad McConkey is another guy where Tony's wide receiver model last year, his separation scores, Lad McConkey, if you were betting Lad McConkey receiving overs last year, you made a lot of money. And I was betting a lot of them. He was very fun to bet on.
Do you know what sleeper I really like this year? IP Freely. He's great. He's 47 years old, but he's still great. IP Freely. I'll be right back.
That's interesting. I didn't realize that Evan was getting into the fantasy football or the regular football ring. And he is a sleeper because I also think at that age that Evan is at, you get a little narcolepsy that kicks in. I'm not gonna let Nico Collins go for
information.
But you know what? There's only so much I can do. Thank you for going to 30. I was about to go my max budget of 21. And that would have been really interesting if these guys screwed me. The TH Fantasy. TH in capital, FAN, T, capital C. Or Fantasy. I can't. How do I spell it? You know what? I'll type it for you. It's also a weed football podcast because, let's be honest, You know what Discord you're in. All right, there we go. We're getting Nico Collins going 50, 49. Oh, well, you know what? That's fine. I lost on BTJ, but he's going for more than what BTJ went for, or actually the exact same amount. So I can deal with that. And let's be honest, Nico Collins, like before he pulled his hamstring, was also on a tear. Another Tony guy from last year. Man, if Nico and like Godwin had just stayed healthy throughout the year last year, I wonder how much money Tony would have made. Because he really nailed it. Let's see here. T. Higgins? Let's just start this off because I don't want to waste. Like, T. Higgins shouldn't be going for under 21. It's wild that I did that, but I just want this draft moving along. All right. Yeah. Guys, I'm about to nominate a guy who's last in his tier. This is where you start seeing some money go here. Because there's only one really stud wide receiver left. And I bet you Neighbors, what's he going to go for here? He's got to go for over 50. Yeah, I like the idea that you guys are thinking, I bet we could screw Waleed by leaving him with a $21 Malik Neighbors. And then when you think about it, you're like, giving him a $21 Malik Neighbors doesn't screw him. It makes his team awesome. But he's the last in his tier. This is a great nomination for me because my goal is very simply to get money out of the budget. Is Larry actually here? Because he's gotta do something here. He hasn't gotten anyone, and we're getting low on guys. Unless some guys like to only get like a bunch of B tier guys. I feel like that's a very risky move unless you're really, really good at scouting and finding deficiencies. But Malik Neighbors, yeah, $52. That's exactly about what he should be going for. And right now, it's a nice spot where we only got 3 guys with over $100 max bid. And I think it's going to go down to 2 guys after this one.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. It's fine.
Yeah. All right.
I'll mute it next time. I bet.
Oh, you didn't mute it? We got a little bit of look into Evan's family life. I dig it. Oh, I should.
Yeah, sorry to mute that, but you get my salty, hilarious wife, which is hilarious. You're just funny and sarcastic. It's hilarious.
But did you just describe my wife?
Yeah. I guess I married you in the woman form, huh?
No, I'm saying my wife is the same way.
Waleed.
I'm not salty. I come off a little bit, but I'm not actually salty.
I'm not salty, he said cantankerously.
Yeah, I can't help my voice. I sound angry all the time. I'm not always angry, just mostly angry.
Okay, I think I'm getting Christian McCaffrey because
you're not getting. Well, I mean, you might get him, but he's not. He's going to go for 50.
No, I don't mean. I mean, just based on the way the market's moving.
Oh yeah, but if you get Christian McCaffrey for 50, Brock Bowers, Christian McCaffrey, and Derrick Henry core, that's a real fun one. Honestly, you know what would have gone nice with that? A $9 Chris Godwin. Just saying.
No, I want nothing to do with Chris Godwin here.
Okay. I get it. Evan hates winning. That's what you just heard, guys.
I do. Hate it.
Yeah. MK, that's kind of what I say. It's like if you get a bunch of B tier guys, what you're betting on is that those guys become like that they make the break. But the odds of a bunch of them hitting that next level, it just seems it's unlikely. It is. You'll make the playoffs, and frankly, just making the playoffs is enough because you sometimes just got to get lucky. The guys that win leagues aren't usually the guys who get you there. So it's not like the worst idea, but
the people that win leagues, the people who got $1 Brock Bowers and $1 Jaden Daniels last year, you know, you can have those B tier guys can make you to the playoffs, but you got to have enough lottery tickets, enough weirdness that you are able to move once you're there.
Yeah, but the thing is, spending on a bunch of lottery tickets is the bad strategy because
Mhm.
there's lottery tickets everywhere, and there's always going to be value in the 9th and 10th and 11th round of snake drafts or your $1 tier. Like I'll tell you right now, a guy that I absolutely love this year, that you can get for $1 pretty easy, Trey Benson. I know it's sacrosanct. Sacrosanct? What's the word?
Sacrosanct.
Sacrosanct. Thank you. I was saying it wrong. I blame the weed. It's sacrosanct to like shit on James Conner because James Conner has been outstanding the last 2 years, and the way that Arizona run game works is fantastic. But here's my concern: he's been getting a nice heavy workload for 2 years. He's over 30. And Trey Benson was drafted in the 2nd round, and in the games that James Conner missed last year, Trey Benson took off. Like, Trey Benson is there to take over for when James Conner falls off. But I don't know if we're going to see a timeshare, but I think that Conner is going to miss time. And I want Trey Benson when he does because I think he's going to be a guy who ends up being a top 12 running back. He was my favorite running back last year. So, like, coming out of that class. And nothing I saw in his limited snap share has led me to believe he's not an absolute stud. I can get him for $1. I love it.
Also, and I hate saying this because I really admire James Conner for getting through this, but like running backs who are in their 30s to succeed, Adrian Peterson, Derrick Henry, they haven't had major medical issues. And James Conner had one huge medical issue that I'm worried about is just sustainability in the football industry. I hope he lives a long life, but you don't get cancer that bad and like then play football when you're 30.
But at the same time, like as Shane responded when I said the exact same thing to him, he's like, he got them sweet stem cells. So who knows? Yeah. Maybe some of what he got helped.
Like when that one running back in Denver had an emergency appendectomy. I'm like, well, he's running light. Okay.
Yeah.
Why is this a bad thing?
Yeah. I still like. Why does he like? Here's my thing. And I'm not trying to bring up anything religious, like, but I do question, like, if there is a God, why did you give us an appendix? What's the point of it? And for all I know, like, if there is a God, maybe like 500 years from now, we'll be like, oh shit, that appendix was like really important. But like in our society, it's just like, it's this thing that like, it only serves to kill you.
My dad's mom died from an appendix burst. Also, my wife has 2 spleens. And she's like, man, I didn't even want one. Why did you give me 2? Like,
at least you have a spare.
Why? For what though? Like, for manufacturing bile, I could do.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mucus system can do that.
Yeah. See, I was like, Josh Jacobs was going to be my first nomination. I love Josh Jacobs. He's going to be a top 12 running back, but I think it's going to be low end because I think he. I don't know if this is like because I was all over Josh Jacobs last year. This year, I don't like him as much. And I think it's because, like, I liked him when he was at a discount. But
yeah, the market has corrected after 2 surprise hit seasons. We're like, well, he's gonna have a third. He's gonna have a third. He's gonna have a third. You're like,
and here's the thing: the Packers are gonna keep running the ball, so I get it. Like, I like him. I just.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm tired of this. We're just gonna argue back and forth until he gets to $30. So here it is. There you go.
You might just end up getting him for $30 though.
Cool, man.
Oh, you didn't get CMC?
No. He went for, like you said, 50.
I was gonna say actually $30 Josh Jacobs. Okay. I'll take him at that price. That's because he's been going for 40. I don't want him at 40, but $30 Josh Jacobs. The Packers run the ball a lot, and they used him as a workhorse.
That's something
that was a nice
that was one of our biggest arguments at Football Absurdity our first year was I said jump bidding had no place in the auction game. It doesn't do anything psychologically.
And you were wrong.
I was wrong. I was more mad that you guys weren't recognizing my. To be fair, I was more mad that you guys weren't recognizing my supreme auction skills rather than the individual. I was arguing the trees. I was arguing the forest. You were arguing the trees. But yeah, I was wrong.
Here's my problem with you. Like, I recognize your skills. The thing is, like, I think I'm just as good at auction as you are.
No, you're not.
Like,
Oh my God, shut up. What the hell?
I'm sorry. Last year was the first year I didn't make the absurdity playoffs. I make the playoffs and these things all. I'm really fucking good at auction.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm not saying you're not.
You're
You're
really
top
good.
10. But like,
Good.
I'm sitting back and like I'm seeing all these formulae in my mind, and I'm trying to flow charts. Like,
You think I'm nuts? Come on.
you are, but just you're a bit behind.
Oh, my math isn't as good as yours.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's such.
Have you ever gotten a perfect score in your GREs? Because I have twice.
No, it happens.
Twice. So.
I'm not a nerd. I don't take tests.
Yeah, there it is. Thank you. You're not a nerd. You're worse than me at math. Thank you. I appreciate the kowtowing.
MK saying that he needs Larry to spend soon because he's messing up the economics. He could be waiting for very specific guys.
Yeah, the sandbagger. That's a good point, MK. Those sandbaggers, they're either... Hopefully he's waiting for who he wants. Not
or
hopefully he's just some AFK mother effers who just like are going to wreck the auction later. But who did Larry bid 6 on? Oh, he bid 6.
He did 6 on Josh Allen.
Oh, he's a value guy. Oh, you're a value guy. You're treating your fantasy football like it's a grocery list.
And here's the problem with that. He's going to finish the strats with like $70 back in the cap. And that's stupid. It's just bad process.
Exactly.
Because that money could have gone somewhere else.
Because the psychology goes, if I get every guy for a discount, I came out with more value than everyone else. But what really happens is that value, you can't spend that in the regular season.
Yeah.
So why not prepay that value by getting a guy you love early for way more, and then you can make it up with the value. That's a fallacy right there.
You don't get to roll your budget over to next year.
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
But it's like when I grocery shop, I'm like, I'm mainly buying. And sorry to bring battery theory back in the year of our Lord, 2025, but like when I'm buying groceries, I'm like, oh, this is a discount. This is a discount. But I'm not thinking, yes, I'm going to save this.
Because he was going really slowly. I'm like, if he doesn't get the fucking 40, I'm going to be really
annoyed. But when you grocery shop, I'm like, okay, I save money here. Great. I save money there. That's great. But I'm also thinking, can I get better meat? Can I get a better, awesome thing with the savings? If I go away and I save the money, that's cool. I guess it's all right because next year I can use that for vacation, but it's fantasy football redraft. There's no next year.
Yeah.
You got to use it for the meat when you're in the store.
And I want to point out, you're saying he's messing up the economics. He's not. There are guys who won't spend in your drafts. You need to know how to handle that. It changes the dynamic of a room because there's only 9 people bidding. In a lot of ways, it gives you more value if this guy's not willing to spend on other things.
Yeah, exactly. 2 out of 3 times, they just end up with a bunk team. 1 out of every 3 times, they end up wrecking balling in the middle of the draft. But all right, that's why I got 3 guys early, so I can just chill.
I don't hate that. I've done that strategy successfully when I read the season as a bunch of the 3rd and 4th round guys were just as good as the 1st and 2nd round guys. I've let those top guys go and just loaded up on all the value in the 3rd, 4th round snake guys because you're getting a bunch of $20 guys that you think are actually $40 guys. You can destroy a league if the entire market is misevaluated. It's been 10 years since I've seen that. Overall, the sharps are much better at prognosticating. You'll always see that evolution. The more we do this, the better we are in predicting the future results. But there's still always going to be gaps because a lot of people love narratives and stories, and that's not how you evaluate football.
Speaking of bigger gaps, I am. Well, that was a weird way to start a sentence. I'm at 70 max bid. There's a 186. That's Larry. An 80, a 70, a 93, and everything else is under 30. Well, except for the guy 54. So what I want to do is get a quarterback I like, and then just start sinking my money into wide receiver once the market depresses. Because I have 2 running backs.
You're going to be able to get some really good value.
Hopefully. If not, I've got $70 max bid. So I can, if I made a mistake and the wide receiver market doesn't cool as fast as I thought, I've got the money to correct for it. As long as I pull the trigger.
Dude.
Wait, who just went for what?
I'm going to dedicate this nomination to my boy.
Trey McBride for 24 is insane. Freeman, you have the steal of the draft so far. Trey McBride for 24 is insane.
Well, the market's already starting to crash. Like, frankly, I thought you were going to go for him there because you should have.
I have Brock Bowers.
Oh,
I can't.
double flex tight end, man.
I don't do that. That's too hard for
Why?
me. Dang it! I wanted to bid on Bucky Irving. Oh well. Nice job.
For
Freeman again. Freeman with the sniper in the nest, man. Nice job.
Damn it. Larry just did the stupid thing. Oh, he came back.
Freeman.
Maybe.
I'm just impressed with Freeman's.
Yeah,
Nice.
The market's crashed. This is where the value is going to be had.
It's gonna run up again though. There's enough. Why do I have average? Is so stupid. It's not a stat. Don't ever click that, y'all.
Yeah. God damn. What a great, like, McBride and Bucky Irving is such a good start.
I don't want 3 running backs, but dang, if I'm gonna punt at wide receiver, I need to have that short up. Ooh, black and gold gave me a tell there.
If you are getting Kyron Williams for under $30, don't be afraid to throw him in your flex. That's way too cheap. Like that's actually you're getting him at his floor at that price, and he has shown you the last 2 years he's going to be the guy that gets a lot of work. So, I should turn my camera back.
I'm just filling this one out.
I can't let you guys see me do things that are technically not legal. Well, they're legal where I'm at, but I think that YouTube would be mad at me for doing it. You'll never guess with that string of clues.
How many people do you murder? How many people just got murdered, Waleed?
0. Only my brain cells. Which, by the way, have you seen Life of Chuck?
I feel like I've heard that before.
It's a movie. It's out in theaters. It might still be out, but it's not going to be out much longer. It's based on a Stephen King short story. So
what short story?
Right
Sorry, I've read the short story. What's the short story?
It's The Life of Chuck.
When did he write it?
That's the name of the movie. Huh?
When did he write it? I've read it.
I have no idea, but I just know that like I've already seen it like 3 or 4 times, and every time I watch it, it's better. Like I feel like it's gonna have that like Shawshank kind of arc where everyone just fucking loves it.
Okay, I've read that.
The question because it's like I think the basis of that short story is like tribute to the Walt Whitman poem, like I contain multitudes, and it's
also Memento.
Huh?
It's also Memento.
Memento.
Yeah.
How is Memento Walt Whitman? That's the movie where the guy's trying to find.
And they tell it with the end first.
Oh yeah, that's how Life of Chuck is.
Yeah. I'm not saying Christopher Nolan invented that. That was been around for 200 years, but
no, that's that. Of course, telling a story backwards is always an interesting way of doing it.
Okay, this is last in tier, so I'm just gonna go all in. I'm over it.
Yeah, Jackson Smith and Jigma might be. Who else is left? Yeah, I would say he's last in that tier. I don't know. Devontae Adams might be similar. Oh no, he is he's definitely like from a price standpoint a different tier.
And if I can get those running backs nominated, we're getting to the bottom of the first tier. I could get a lot of money out of the pot and clean up. Okay, I got JSN for 22. Love it.
Yeah, it's a solid get. And I'm sitting over here. I still have the least amount of money to spend outside of Freeman. But Freeman, oh my God. I feel like Freeman's absolutely listening to the TH Fantasy podcast because you got Ladd McConkey, Rashee Rice, Jahmyr Gibbs, Bucky Irving.
Freeman's a hardcore absurdist, dude. He rules.
Yeah. Oh, I know. But I'm saying, like, this is a fucking stellar core.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to already say right now.
Where did Arthur Smith go? I forget, Waleed. Where did Arthur Smith go?
Yeah, that's exactly why I want nothing to do with DK.
Yep.
Although DK's fine. Like, as he keeps getting cheaper and cheaper, I don't mind having shares of him.
And Plasma, you oftentimes are ahead of the curve, so don't take this as throwing shade at you. You might know something we don't, but like,
But like, yeah, I'm not really. I have almost zero exposure. I think I have zero exposure to DK Metcalf this year, and it'll probably stay that way. Mainly because I just don't want any part of the Steelers' offense. Like Arthur Smith has shown, he is death to fantasy. The last time he had fantasy relevant guys was like Ryan Tannehill on the Titans, and frankly, and Derrick Henry, and frankly, I wonder how much of that was just him doing carryover stuff for what what's the Packers head coach's name?
Mike McCarthy.
No, Matt LaFleur. Matt LaFleur was the OC immediately before Arthur Smith in Tennessee, and I suspect that Arthur Smith, a lot of the fantasy success in some of his guys was just riding LaFleur's coattails, because that offense was still not as good after he left. And then obviously he went over to Atlanta, and it just was a mess. So I just can't find myself. $23 Jaden McDaniels, okay, I like it. What else are we going to nominate here? Yeah. Just going to keep nominating wide receivers because I need money to be spent. And if I get one, like the nice thing about having to just nominate wide receivers is like, let's say you get one for $1. Guess what? I just got a top receiver for $1. One of the top guys left. I'll take that. I don't give a shit about
Devontae Adams. I want some Devontae Adams. Sean McVay, no separation. And Devontae Adams just gets separation.
Larry apparently wants Devontae Adams too.
Ooh, let's do it, Larry. Let's do it. You have shown your tell. And so, whoops. What did my finger do there? Oh, dang.
Is he actually going to stick to it?
He's gonna.
At this point, I feel like at this point you're actually like hamstringing your team if he like doesn't come back.
No, I have no positions to fill. I'll take it. Perfect. I really wanted Devontae Adams. Like okay. I've got $20 max bid. I just need quarterback and flex. I've got 2 RBs, 2 wide receivers, tight end. If I didn't have that so set, yeah, I would have bowed out. But I'm like, I want Devontae Adams, and this is really funny. So let's go.
Also, it shows like a real problem with Larry's strategy.
Yeah.
You have the most money by a significant amount. You can't let yourself get bullied.
Larry doesn't know who he wants. That's the biggest fault in auction.
Yeah. Yeah. Auction is about conviction. You need to understand what you want. Is he going to really let this guy? I was going to say, he has a $23 max bid, Larry. You can actually take this fucking guy.
Yeah, Larry does not know. Good job, Larry, getting on the board. And that's what Waleed alluded to earlier. A lot of times when these people sandbag, they're not sandbagging because they want to bully people. They're sandbagging because they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah. They lack conviction.
Oh, I like my wide receivers. I overpaid for both of them, but I know what I'm doing. And now the mid RBs are going to probably fetch a bidding war because...
Yeah. Well, here's my thing. I was looking at that and I'm like, if I can get James Cook for $21, whatever. I'll do dollar players the rest of the way. But with my wide receiving core, like James Cook was really fucking good last year. He's not holding out that we can see either. And he's in a contract here. So, like, if there's one thing I love investing in, it's the running back who's in a contract year. I'm opening up. I'll take Chase Brown for $21. You're not going to let me have him. If someone does, good for you.
But yeah, and it ties into why I like to have quarterback, tight end, wide receiver, and let the running backs just tail off. Because if I can get Chase Brown and James Cook for under 50, I'm good. Like, I got 2 back in RB12. So
I'm telling you, like, I could have had a very different team here where I could have gone and made it like where I had Chase Brown and like I could have changed my budget around a little bit by not taking like Brian Thomas Jr.'s, putting that $52 towards
right here. Hold on, sorry to interrupt. Right here, Ethan's going for 28. Larry bid 27. Larry could win the auction for 29, which is Ethan's max bid, and he just doesn't.
It's stupid. It's
Oh
so
my
bad.
God.
And now this guy's got T. Higgins, Tyreek Hill, Bijan Robinson, Devon Achane, and Chase Brown. And he just and Ethan's like, okay, I'm done. He left, and he should leave. He's done what he
Yeah,
can.
you can
He's
do.
got
You
the
can grab all the
information
best
here.
players now. Your team's still gonna suck.
Yeah, it's. But I will say this, Ethan, what a great core. I like your strategy. As I've said, he's got like $1 for tight end and quarterback. Let me tell you right now, every year when I do my waiver wire article, by week 4, there's still a guy, sometimes 2, who is going to finish in the top 12, who has been a top 12 quarterback. You can get a quarterback to fill out your roster. So getting those skill positions at running back and wide receiver can be a huge edge. And tight end is a streamable position. So, like, I'll tell you right now, Ethan and Freeman right now are winning this draft. Like, and you have to be doing well if I think you're doing better than I am, which you guys are. MK, Puka, CD, and Christian McCaffrey. I like it. He kind of did a little bit of what I did here. He's going to try to find his value later. And he just got Kelvin
All right,
Ridley.
who do I think
like
y'all are
that.
gonna go
I
nuts
wanted
for?
a
I think
little
you're
bit
gonna nuts for
less.
this guy. I gotta step away for a second.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I will.
All right, boys. Fine. Let me mute my mic.
Want to get stuff in place?
Hold on. Let me mute my mic.
Yeah. All right, Larry. Do you have the guts? Or I think Larry's going to let me get Brees Hall for $21, and I'm going to laugh my ass off if he does. All right, it's down to $1 guys for the rest of this draft for me. But whatever. I have Brees Hall, which is I'm going to be sad if Jalen Hurts goes for under $21, so because that was actually who I was kind of saving for. But also, I've said it before, I don't mind punting quarterback if I'm going to get value at other positions. You see that shit? I got Brees Hall. Oh, but Jalen would have gone nice with my A.J. Brown. I do love my double stacks at quarterback. Oh, it'll break my heart here. I don't know if it will. I think Brees Hall is going to be really fucking good this year. I think like 2 years ago, he was a top 5 running back, and then he got hamstrung with Aaron Rodgers and Nathaniel Hackett. So, like, why would I think anything? God. Yeah, that's fucking weird. Well, Larry doesn't know what he's doing. Some guys in these auctions, they're going to grab 2 top 5 quarterbacks because they don't understand how roster construction works. Like, you can only start one of them. If both of them are good, they assume I'll be able to trade one of them. But here's the thing. No one's trading for your quarterback. Not what you think they're valued. They never do. Freaking Wilds. This is going to be interesting. I'm very curious how this team is going to end up looking at the end here. Well, I'll just keep nominating everyone here in this order. All right. I don't even understand. $17 Terry McLaurin. What's he normally go? I guess that's what he's going for. What do we got? So we got one guy with $136. We got one guy over 50 at 0. And then we got Plasma at 40, Black and Gold at 34. We got 3 guys in the 20s. We got MK at 11, and me and Ethan are pretty much done with our spending.
Make a move. Sorry, I'm
This
talking to my
is
son.
interesting.
All right. Okay. Hey.
I don't even fucking know anymore. Uh, no, I would have taken him for $3. Would have taken him for $1. Why are we nominating $1 quarterbacks now? Get money out of the pot. I assumed not me. Did everyone else hear that too? All right, DJ Moore, you better go for $10. That's the football absurdity way. Although these guys don't have the money to go for $10. This is where that crash happens. You have any interest in Yeah, Evan, you might want to go for. Well, I don't know if you wanted DJ Moore if he's one of your guys for your wide receiver 3, but okay. All right. That's funny. All right, we got Kenneth Walker going for $10. What are some of these other teams? The Black and Gold's got Jalen Hurts, Jamar Chase,
Sorry you had to
Jonathan
process that,
Taylor.
Waleed.
What?
Sorry you had to
That was
process that.
hilarious.
Like, you just want some ramen, and I know which cabinet it is, but it's like,
But he can't follow instructions. It was
no.
hilarious.
You didn't even
So
open. I'm good.
that's fine. So Black and Gold, we got Jalen Hurts, Jamar Chase, Jonathan Taylor, Kyron Williams. Solid core. Evans got JSN, Devontae Adams, Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Brock Bowers. Like that core too. We are Plasma, Josh Allen, Nico Collins, Malik Neighbors, DK Metcalf. Solid. I wouldn't have gone with DK there personally. One of my favorite cores right here. T. Higgins, Tyreek Hill, Bijan Robinson, Devon Achane, Chase Brown. This is built for ceiling. All you got to do is get your tight end and quarterback. For $1, you'll find someone. You'll be fine. I love what you did here. Zero's got Drake London, Terry McLaurin, Saquon Barkley, Alvin Kamara, George Kittle. Not guys I'm really targeting, but I mean, on paper, it's a good core, but it's not one of my favorites. Larry's got Lamar Jackson, James Cook, and Kenneth Walker. And too much money to actually be competitive. You've failed this draft. Harold's got Jaden Daniels, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Chris Godwin, Ashton Genty, David Montgomery, DJ Moore, Sam Laporta. Interesting. It's a solid ass team, honestly. Like, you got some floor and ceiling potential there. I like that you got JJ on the bench, but I wouldn't have spent that money there because you already got Jaden Daniels. So if you're spending for a top 5 quarterback, you don't need a backup quarterback, especially in 10-man. You can stream
Especially
quarterback
in
in
10-man,
fairly easily. Freeman's got, this is my favorite team: Ladd, Rashee Rice, Jahmyr Gibbs, Bucky Irving, Trey McBride. That is a Waleed special right there. That's the one that right now is winning this draft. MK's got Puka, Calvin Ridley, Christian McCaffrey, CeeDee Lamb. And I got A.J. Brown, Justin Jefferson, Breece Hall, and Brian Thomas Jr. I'll be honest, my team fucks really hard. Like, I probably have the highest ceiling of everyone.
Larry just figured out he needs a wide receiver, so.
Yeah. I would hope you take Mike Evans out of spite.
He's going to take Mike Evans from me.
Will he?
Yeah, he
I've
will.
seen him give up. He's going to think that, like, well, I can just get Marvin Harrison Jr. He's not going to think, oh, good, that's funny. Good.
I'm just doing a psychology. There it is. There it is. I had to go max
I
bid,
feel
but
like
like,
you're trying to train him where he's got to be like, if I don't
yeah.
do this, like, yeah. By the way, like, really important lesson, guys. You need to be on max bid. Oh, man, I can't believe he let me get fucking Brees Hall for $21. What a joke. I'm really curious how this back half is going to go. I'm usually very, I won't say I'm conservative with my budget, but I'm usually very good about making sure I have a budget to fill my top 7 spots. I don't usually go this hard for my top 5. And frankly, I ended up going harder with the top 4. But frankly, I kind of was having fun fucking with Larry to see if I could get him to actually make the right call and spend $22 on Brees Hall. Turns out I didn't. But I don't really care because that turns this build into a hero RB build. All right.
I like Freeman rounding it out with the. Wait. Who just got Mike Evans?
What was that?
Oh, Larry got Mike Evans. Well.
Yeah, he outbid you, like for the only time.
Oh, is that Mike Evans? Oh, sorry. It's Yahoo's displays messed me up. I bet.
Yeah. So $19 Garrett Wilson. Who got Garrett Wilson? Freeman. Ooh, for the flex. Freeman fucking killing it right now, and he's still got $5 for his quarterback. Like if I'm Freeman, I feel like that's right around the Justin Fields price range, so you can get that Garrett Wilson, Justin Fields stack, and like Justin Fields got that rushing ceiling. Like he's one of my favorite quarterbacks. That's where I hope Freeman's like building his team, because if he is, it's a fun team, and it's a build that I'm gonna kind of pay attention to because I wouldn't mind trying to build this too, especially if I can get like
Guys,
value.
there's a hot mic. Not you, Waleed. You're good. Sorry.
I understood who you were talking to.
Oh, I got Zay Flowers. Okay.
Did you get Zay Flowers?
Yeah.
For 11, nice.
Let's see what this does to the water.
Oh, it makes me sad, is what it does. I want to point out, if you're in the Discord, you've already heard me say it. I gave Omarion Hampton the same grade I gave Ashton Genty. I like Ashton Genty. He's a really fucking good running back. So is Omarion Hampton. Like Omarion Hampton on the Chargers, I feel like he is a league winner. I love him so much. Like I want to say Omarion Hampton is my Chase Brown this year, but he's not because he's a tier higher than Chase Brown was last year. Like Chase Brown was a legit value. Omarion Hampton is going for RB2 prices. Yeah, it keeps saying the average trim is 13.4. I don't believe that. What does your sheet say for Omarion Hampton?
Good question. My sheet says that Omarion Hampton is going for an average of 11.
On your sheet, really?
Yeah, high 17, low 4.
I see him going in like the high teens, low 20s. Sounds sexy as hell is how it sounds. I mean, like that's kind of a build I'll do for where I'm punching quarterback and tight end. If I hadn't gone hard on like Brian Thomas Jr., like I was saying, going for Chase Brown and like Hampton is like a solid move.
Stop talking to each other.
I don't think you can get all 3 of those guys without sacrificing wide receiver. That's the only concern I would have for that. But if I get 2 of those guys to go along with like a strong wide receiving core, like I'll feel really good about that. Yeah. Marvin Harrison Jr., I want to be very clear, is a really fucking good wide receiver. But I do not trust him for fantasy this year because I need to see his route tree adjusted by his coach, and I'm not sure he knows how to do it. Like, I don't think he understands what makes Marvin Harrison Jr. one of the best wide receiving prospects ever.
Agreed.
So until I see better usage out of him, I can't take him at his current price.
Hey, the boss a dick for waiting all 30 seconds to nominate. That's so stupid. Nice dick
All
bot.
right, though. Man, I gotta tell you, one of the reasons I like having money near the end is because that's where I get. That's probably where I'm at my best. I think I don't think I'm gonna go this hard on wide receivers in other drafts. As much as I like having BTJ and AJ Brown, and Justin Jefferson, I don't think this is. It's just not fun. You son of a bitch! This is an attack on me. This Caleb Williams nomination, knowing I can't go $2 on him. Oh, Freeman! Freeman's winning this draft. Is anyone gonna take it from him? Fucking winning this draft. Listen, look at Freeman's team. By the way, I want to point out, Caleb Williams' passing numbers last year were almost identical to Jaden Williams. He didn't have the rushing totals that Jaden, which put him over the top. But Caleb Williams did that with the most dysfunctional team you've ever seen, when no one was actually coaching him on scouting, on how to watch tape. He was asking why he was asking for help and not getting it from his fucking coach, and he still had one of the best rookie seasons for a Chicago Bears quarterback. One of the best quarterback seasons for a Chicago Bears quarterback. Caleb Williams, Ladd McConkey, Rashee Rice, Jahmyr Gibbs, Bucky Irving, Trey McBride, Garrett Wilson. What a great fucking roster. Well done.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah, that's the best team by far.
No, I'm happy with what just happened in the auction.
What did you do?
Joe Burrow for $8.
Oh, Joe Burrow for $8? Good God. All right. Joe Burrow, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Devontae Adams, Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs, Brock Bowers, Zay Flowers. Your team fucks, Evan.
Thank
This
you.
is a top 3 team. Yeah. I got to say, man, the Absurdists here, they're doing really well here. Josh Allen, Malik Neighbors, Nico Collins, Omarion Hampton, DK Metcalf.
Very loud.
Ooh. All right. Man, this is going to take forever. I need people to spend their money.
Yeah.
The problem is Larry's really bad at this.
Yeah. Chuba, we got to fill Larry's thing.
Right? I was going to say, you better not be letting Chuba Hubbard go for $2 there. The fact that you're going to get him for under 10 is
is insane.
Enough. Yeah. Yeah. I was going to say 0. You got the money. Get Hubbard. Don't be cute with it. Especially because Larry's going to let you get him. MK's already filled his... Oh, he hasn't. But... Love it. So let's see how this is going to work out here. Man, I'm trying to figure out how this is going to work out here. Ooh, Travis Hunter for $1. Oh, someone better go 3. You know what, though? I don't really want Travis Hunter in redrafts this year. Not because I don't think he's a stud, but I feel like he's going to just make me nervous as a boom bust guy.
And he's going to be so low coming out. He's going to be so slow to start.
I don't know that he is, man. Wide receiver, I never understood the Shedeur Sanders hype. He did not look like that good a quarterback to me. But every time when I watch Shedeur Sanders, all I could think of is, goddamn, Travis Hunter is really fucking good. So, black and gold. I feel like he has to be one of us, just because his team looks like something that we would like. Yeah, let's go with this. I need to get like $10 out of the pot. Honestly, I'd like to get more, but come on, Larry. Are you going to really let him go for fucking... Whoa, you went 5 and then you're stopping? You have $71 like max bid.
Just write a list down and get those players.
Dude, I can't wait to stick it out just to see Larry's final team. I want to see if he'll fight for Connor. Like, Zero's at a spot, too, because he's got a solid team. He's filled his starters. And if he's doing what I suggest in punting quarterback, I mean, you got London, McLaurin, Saquon, Kamara, Kittle, J-Mo Williams, Chuba Hubbard. But I like it. You made Larry spend a little bit of money instead. You didn't push yourself off of maybe getting a quarterback that you want later. Oof. You know what? Okay. Oh, no, I'm going to nominate running backs. That's how I'll do it. And then hope I get one of them for $1.
I know just who I'm nominating. Okay. I'm going full on with Operation Get Larry.
This is really... I hate only having $1. Like, I'm just at the mercy of everyone spending their money. But also in a 10-man, I don't mind it as much.
Here you go, Larry.
I'm curious to see who you think Larry wants.
There you go.
Ooh. I like it. Larry's not a Hawkinson guy, though. Interesting.
We'll just wait.
No. Oh, yeah, you're right. He does like to wait until this very end here. Oh, black and gold, though. I'll tell you what, man. This is something I've been fighting with some of the Discord guys on. Hawkinson is a really good value right now.
Yeah.
Especially in auction. Like, what's his average bid on your sheet with live people?
In live auctions with actual people, he is going, for goodness, $6 average, $4 low, $8 high.
Yeah, that's... Here's my thing. JJ, like, everyone's saying, like I get in this argument, like, JJ McCarthy threw to the tight end a lot in college and did it successfully. And people want to say, yeah, well, he had Loveland he was throwing to. And yes, that is true. But also... like muscle memory develops, and that offense does run routes like Minnesota uses Hawkinson in a way that like JJ McCarthy has shown success at. I think like Jordan Addison's the guy I'm out on because he's the third option as far as I'm concerned, and I really want like. I don't know. I hope everyone else is on mute. $6 Pollard, $6. So. Black and gold is quit. All right, got another dollar guy here. Let's see what happens with black and gold if he comes back or if he's just done because he spent most of his money and he's got most of his spots. But I feel like this is not the spot where you quit. $1 Deebo Samuel. Is Larry a guy who nominates someone he doesn't want or that he does want? What are we doing here, Larry? Oh, I don't understand you at all. Okay. Enjoy your $3 Debo Samuel. I actually like the player, but I hate your team because it's mid. Lamar Jackson, Mike Evans, Marvin Harrison Jr., James Cook, Kenneth Walker III, Joe Mixon, James Conner, Cortland Sutton, Debo Samuel. Who is the guy who's winning you weeks, like, on his back? I don't see that guy on this team. Lamar Jackson, maybe. I guess James Cook could technically kind of be that guy, but you got a lot of guys that are going to be inconsistent week to week. They're not going to be like the boom stealing guys. It's weak. Freeman, man, your team kicks so much ass. That's such a good team. Plasma, oh, $8 Kelsey. Okay, I dig what you're doing there.
You bought that stuff?
No.
Oh, Ethan got Drake May for $2. Okay, I don't hate it. I know it was the bot, but that's kind of a solid kind of move there. All right. DeAndre Swift, Adam, way to represent the brand. We bleed orange and blue. Love it. Go ahead and take him from me. $8 Caleb Johnson. And just like that, Black and Gold is going to waste all of his money. And then I just got to... I don't know what that sound was from Evan's thing, but that was...
My bad. I didn't mute my mic. I'm in July production mode. My bad.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on well, $2 Charbonnet?
Yeah. $2 Charbonnet is fine. Who ended up getting $2 Charbonnet? Freeman. Freeman's been crushing it.
Zigging and zagging, yeah. I'm loving it.
Ethan and Freeman crushed this draft. I think Freeman gets the win just because, like, he's built it top to bottom. It's a strong ass team. Right now we only got one guy with more than a $10 backspin. Were you here when I was going over Larry's team? Listen to this shit. Lamar Jackson, Mike Evans, Marvin Harrison Jr., James Cook, Kenneth Walker III, Joe Mixon, James Conner, Cortland Sutton, Debo Samuel. It's a whole bunch of mid.
Congratulations on losing the first round of the wild card.
I mean, I don't think you make the playoffs with this team. I think you built your team for 6th place.
But he saved all that money. Here y'all go. I'll fight over this.
Roma Dunze for $2. God damn it. I'm going to have a lot of Dunze shares this year. I will have more Dunze than I have DJ Moore, and I love me some DJ Moore. Roma Dunze,
I got 3
like, if you look
starting wide receivers, so I'm just going for a long RB tail.
Oh, I got you, but like
statistically,
Odunze, you looked at his routes
it's great.
year.
It's great. Yeah,
that guy is absolutely outstanding. He was my favorite wide receiver last year coming out.
PJ Harvey.
That's fine. I just need people to spend their money, so I have it. At least Black and Gold is botted out, so he'll go quickly. RJ Harvey's not worth it. I don't want Denver running backs because I don't think a guy is going to establish himself as the guy. Xavier Worthy, like, honestly, for $5, that's a great ceiling play. Oh, god damn it. I gotta back this motherfucker. Sorry, I'm sure my mic is kind of sensitive, so you guys can hear me doing things, and I'm sure you can interpret.
Do you want me to mute you? I can mute you.
I can mute me. I want to talk. I don't care.
Fair.
I'll mute it when I start inhaling.
Sure. Just know you have the option.
As I have been.
Houston went for 2. Cool.
Oh, you know what? Maybe that's what I should be doing. Doing my old, what did Hawkinson go for? Mark Andrews going for the same price as Hockenson. Oh, you already got Brock Bowers. I was going to be like, I can't believe you're letting Mark Andrews go. Mark Andrews is also one of my favorite tight end values this year.
Isn't he in a contract year?
I believe he is.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is.
But like here's the big thing about like Mark Andrews. He had the car accident at the beginning of last year. So I don't think he was ever fully right.
No, he was not. He was not. As the number one Mark Andrews watcher, he was not okay. When they schemed away from him.
He was not himself. Could you hear that bubbling? I just realized I didn't do that.
I don't know, man.
I'm just curious. Guys, did you hear that? Did you hear the bubbling of what is very clearly? You know what I'm talking about if you heard it. Just say yes or no. Because I'm really curious. George Pickens for $3. You know what? I'm low-key starting to get really in on George Pickens at his price. Because I have my doubts about the coach, but Dak Prescott's not a bad quarterback. And there's not a clear wide pick. He has not had a clear wide receiver too. So I kind of feel like George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb could actually work really well with each other. Like low-key, I'm going to have some George Pickens exposure. The next best ball draft I do, I think, I'm going to try to do a Dallas build if I can get me a CeeDee Lamb at the right price, if I'm in the right range. I haven't done a Cowboys build because I just don't want to, but I like having at least one team build. Well, not one team build because I'm never going to have a Saints build. I'm not going to have a Titans build, I don't believe. Although Titans builds are cheap enough to make. I'll never do it. Olave for... All right. Let's go. You motherfucker. Black and gold. Really? We're not going to get him for $2? I really want to see what running back I end up with.
Black and gold clearly watching the max bids because We Are Plasma had the highest max bid besides Larry, and of course Black and Gold. So nice job, Black and Gold. Get your
Black
guy.
And Gold AFK.
Oh well, then shit. Bot, you actually did something right for once. Stopped clock and all that.
The bot was just botting. I need Black and Gold to just max out. And honestly, Larry, if he maxes out too, that'll make a difference.
Yeah. He still needs a tight end. Oh, no, he got Mark. Oh, okay.
Ooh, $1 Darnell Mooney. I get it. I dig it. I love it. Yeah, I'll take a little bit of that. I'll definitely take some of that. Take some of that. I'm trying to figure out how to strategize this.
I'm just trying to make comedy at this point.
Well, we got 3 guys at $1. There's $2 and $3 guys, so I'm hoping I'll start getting value. I like it. This is a good spot. Evan did it right here, where you can start throwing out kickers and defenses. Try to get your favorite guy for $1. If not, make someone spend that extra $1. This is a spot of a draft where you nominate kickers and defenses. If you're doing it in the first 2 rounds, you are losing value.
How is Justin Tucker the second average? Oh my God.
Because people don't pay attention.
That's bot meat right there. Does Black and Gold have a kicker? They don't.
You fucker. Nice move, guys.
Yeah. I really want Travion.
You're going for that.
All right.
Travion
I'm happy
is
with spending my last dollar on that.
He's a guy I should love. But his tape, he's so fast. You know a guy who's so fast sometimes they outrun themselves and they'll and they lose efficiency. He's that guy, and don't get me wrong, that's something you can work on and be coached on. His athleticism, no question, his explosiveness, but it makes me nervous.
He's a guy. I could have sworn I nominated Quinshon Judkins. Okay, Travion Henderson's a guy I love on my bench and hate on my starters.
Yeah,
I just don't want to depend on you. Let Larry have him. Fill up Larry's team.
Oh, absolutely. Larry and Black and Gold are the two guys that like are almost filled that have like the most money left. I'm all about knocking these guys out.
Yep.
Okay, Khalil Shakir. I'll let you have him for $1 because I have no choice in the matter. Ooh, that's an interesting one. I bet I can make that happen. All right, so Larry's only got 2 guys left, which is nice. Harold is a bot. Don't nominate someone I like, please. Oh, is he about to get Patrick Mahomes for $1? Or will MK go $2 for Mahomes? I'll tell you what, $2 Patrick Mahomes. At that point, I want the shares because we know he's got the ability to be what QB1. All right, let's see what else I'm trying to do here. Okay, yeah, I can do that too. I knew I wasn't. Oh, good. What a great nomination and knock out some cash from Black and Gold. I love it.
Yeah, good nomination. Freeman's owned this. I
I'm
agree.
nominating
Freeman won
Patrick.
this draft.
100%. He's been crushing it.
Not big on Caleb Williams because Chicago's going 0-16 this year, but like 0-17. But
You look. I'll be honest. As in it as I am on the Bears right now, I also last year broke me. Like I kind of need to see it before I'll truly believe it. Okay.
oh, I got fun
I
books
can
for you,
dig
bro.
that.
I wanted to make a geography book.
Bring 2 books then.
Oh, no.
I'm so sorry I have to bring extra fun stuff. My kids are reading Catcher in the Rye right now.
Hell yeah.
They've already read Of Mice and Men and Old Man of the Sea this year. They're 12.
Yeah. I knew you were about to nominate Judkins next, so I was trying to take my shots.
Oh yeah.
But I
Oh, yeah, I
also
was.
I also know that there's a bunch of people in our Discord who've probably heard me talking about Judkins. And frankly, Judkins is such a great value. Like,
Okay, let me show them something real quick. I'm wondering if I should nominate Bo Nix, but will that get money out? Well, let me look at draft results, positions drafted grid, scroll down to quarterback. If I see a lot of people without a quarterback, then I'll nominate him. But it looks like
everyone's got a quarterback. If
So,
you nominate him, you're
well,
gonna get
two
$1
people-
Bo Nix.
don't. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How do I scroll? I'm gonna make Waleed disappear for a second here. Sorry. How do I
Yeah, but here's the
scroll
thing.
right? I don't
At
know.
this
Let's
point,
find
you
out.
should just be nominating guys you want for $1.
No.
There's no point in playing games. You're not going to trick someone, or at least nominate guys that you're fine getting for $1. And frankly,
Where
having
am
Bo
I?
Nix is to go behind Joe Burrow. It works. But lucky Larry making bad decisions. You have Lamar Jackson. Who the fuck cares about a backup quarterback?
Leisure Suit Larry
Waste of a
here.
roster spot. I don't mind having backup quarterbacks, even in a 10-man, but it depends on the quarterback you get. If you get a top 5 quarterback in 10-man, if
Yeah.
you get one of Jaden Daniels, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, and Jalen Hurts, I guess Joe Burrow too. If you get one of those 5 guys and you take a backup quarterback, you're an idiot. You are making bad choices. I think Adam just wants to be done. You could have probably gotten him for 2. So we got Black and Gold at 3. We got Freeman at 2. Taking Ted McMillan. This draft is going to start moving along at least.
Yeah, this
The
draft is
$1
over in
phase.
10 minutes. Yeah. Let's get Freeman clocking the W's,
You
man.
son of a bitch! I didn't think someone was going to go for Lawrence right now, and I was like, I could pair him with my Brian Thomas Jr. That was the quarterback I wanted. What a jerk. Who's Larry gonna take to finally like be gone?
Just pass on whoever Larry noms, y'all.
Yes, for real. Getting rid of Larry is like the best thing we can do, but there's only one person who can. Everyone's at $1 except for Black and Gold, so it kind of doesn't matter.
Pass.
That's the guy I wanted, but I can't do anything about it anyway.
Yeah, agreed. All right, Larry. So glad we knew you. You want to do a final post-mortem of his team?
No, he doesn't deserve it.
It's DOA.
I've gone over it enough for us to all know that he's got like some significant holes.
You've got no stake at all. Minimal sizzle with Lamar Jackson and Marvin Harrison and James Cook. Maybe Kenneth Walker until he gets injured, but like, yeah, come on, bro.
Yeah,
you can do better.
All right. What are my options here? Oh, that's not bad at all. I like that.
Yeah.
You son of a bitch, Freeman. I mean, it's what you should have done with Garrett Wilson, but I was really hoping he was coming back to me. God damn it. Oh, whatever. At this point, I don't give a shit about quarterback. You guys have taken all the guys I really like. If you guys want backup quarterbacks, that'll be fine. God damn it. Also, Freeman, like, what a great fucking team you've built. Just know that I hate you. That Justin Fields thing was below the belt. How dare you listen to the advice I gave you? You took Caleb and Justin Fields. Like, Freeman's just doing a me impersonation. That's all it is. Motherfucker! Black and Gold auto-noms like fucking took Njoku from me.
Yup.
Oh. I'm so fucking mad at all of this right now. Yeah, I'm getting kind of screwed here because of how I like approach this. Like, my running backs are gonna suffer hard. I got top end talent. As long as my guys hit, I'll be fine. Like, let's be honest. If AJ Brown, Justin Jefferson, and Brian Thomas Jr. are top 10 wide receivers all, then it doesn't matter about the rest of my team. I'll stream it and I'll still be like one of the highest scoring teams. But it kind of makes the back half of this draft a lot less fun. But taking we're going BTJ. I wanted to see how my team would look. The big thing was Breece Hall. That's what like really screwed me. I could have built a lot better depth around my wide receiving core. Oh, I'm so fucking annoyed.
Come on, Black and Gold, grab somebody so we can get this over with.
You gotta nominate someone he'll want to grab.
Who does he want?
Probably a kicker.
No.
Someone nominate a kicker who needs one. Hopefully he'll go $2 and just end it.
The bot should just be bidding automatically on these guys. This is weird bot behavior.
I don't know. It looks at their averages and it kind of tries to keep it within a certain parameter.
It does nothing but be an idiot.
Well, yeah. It is a bot. Ugh. What are we gonna do? Yeah, that's gonna be my defense. Ugh. I hate my RB2.
Who is your RB2?
I don't have one yet. I just know I hate him.
Well, dang, man.
Yeah, that's the risk of like having the best receivers. I like Dobbins for $1. We're so close to the end here.
Yeah, once Black and Gold nominates somebody, it's over.
Yep. So let's start going through some of these teams. Black and Gold's got Jalen Hurts, Jamar Chase, Travis Hunter, Jonathan Taylor, Kyron Williams, David Njoku. Actually, I don't hate that, knowing that was his only tight end option. Jalen Waddle, Caleb Johnson, Roma Dunze, Isaiah Pacheco, Darnell Mooney, Baker Mayfield, Jerry Jeudy, Hollywood Brown. Honestly, not the worst team. Evans got Joe Burrow, JSN, Devontae Adams, Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs, Brock Bowers, Zay Flowers, Travion Henderson, Najee Harris, Jordan Mason. We Are Plasma, Josh Allens, Nico Collins, Malik Neighbors, Omarion Hampton, DeAndre Swift, DK Metcalf, Travis Kelce. Good team, Adam. I like this. Pickens, Addison, Warren. Ethan's got a good team too. Drake May, T. Higgins, Tyreek Hill, Bijan Robinson, Devin Achane, Chase Brown, Jaden Reed. Zero, Trevor Lawrence, Drake London, Terry McLaurin, Saquon Barkley, Alvin Kamara, George Kittle, Jameson Williams, Chuba Hubbard, Devontae Smith, Xavier Worthy, Quinshon Judkins, Brock Purdy. Who just went? Is it me? No, it's what's his name? Okay. All right. Javonte Williams is my RB2. I hated it less than I thought I would.
Gentlemen, please fill a quart-sized plastic baggie with the medium-cut homemade bacon.
You guys
I
heard
said
that,
words
right?
and
Make
things.
sure you do that. Evan will be very mad at you if you don't do that.
Please get a quart-sized plastic baggie, sandwich size, and fill it with the medium-cut homemade bacon for the people getting at the piano. Just stuff it thick.
Oh, you're giving homemade bacon to the guys who gave you a free piano?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I love it. All right. So, where are we at here? I did, Brock, let's see. He's got,
I don't know who this guy is, but I love his name, so I'm going to get him. Bayshul Tootin?
Yeah,
That's
he's
cool.
a solid pickup, but my concern with him is that apparently his pass blocking sucks, so I worry how effective
I can't draft any more running backs. It won't let me.
Okay, so Zero's got Lawrence, Drake London, Terry McLaurin, Saquon, Alvin Kamara, George Kittle, Jameson Williams, Chuba Hubbard, Devontae Smith, Xavier Worthy, Quinshon Judkins, Brock Purdy, Joan Jennings. All right, you see what I did here to salvage my team? I went Ferguson for my tight end, Dak Prescott for my quarterback, Javonte Williams for my running back. My team looks a lot better now as a starting.
Okay, hold on there. I had an error, I think. I think I have a bug. I didn't have any running backs. I tried to nominate a running back. Instead of letting me nominate again, it just skipped my turn.
Maybe it would have let you. Maybe you were maxed out on running backs.
Yeah, but it should have just let me nominate somebody else, which I was trying to do, instead of skipping my turn. That's interesting.
All right, we're skipping Larry's team.
Oh no, it gave me the Chargers defense. Okay, gave me the Chargers defense. All right. There's two bags, one on the left, one on the right. One's thin cut, one's thick. Sorry, one's medium cut, one's thick cut. Medium cut. Always give medium. Unless they're doing something with it.
Is this video?
I don't know. Feel them both, man.
It's your nomination.
Sorry, my bad.
Said
Here we go.
going- Oh, it won't let you do based on Toodle. That's what we learned. Oh, Pittman, nice pickup.
Thanks. I just saw the first thing, and I want to support Jim Irsay not doing things. Sorry, R.I.P. But okay, where'd you get the first one from? The left or the right? Left, middle.
It's my nomination again. Oh. Wait, did I just give myself 2 defenses?
Let's check.
I fucking did. What an idiot.
What,
All right, you know
Calvin?
what? We're just gonna skip kicker for this because I need to figure out who I'm nominating. You know what? We'll just go DeAndre Hopkins. Whatever. You know what? I'm gonna give myself Bashan Tootle. Whatever. Tootin. That'll be my 5th running back. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I don't know.
We got one more wide receiver. Who do I want as a wide receiver? Oh, Rashad Bateman. Yeah, let's do that.
Give him the middle.
And just like that, we are done. My team, by the way, because I don't think I ever went through it. I got Dak Prescott, A.J. Brown, Justin Jefferson, Breece Hall, Javonte Williams, Jake Ferguson, Brian Thomas Jr., Austin Eckler, Ramondre Stevenson, Rashad White, Bashan Tootle, and DeAndre Hopkins and Rashad Bateman. So it was looking ugly early, but frankly, I think I kind of turned it around. Dak Prescott should be a low-end QB1. I got Jake Ferguson for the stack at tight end. I'll change those positions as someone emerges. I'm not going to worry about it. And I still have 3 of the best receivers in football, so I don't hate this draft. And on that note, Evan.
Yeah.
I guess it's time to call it. We've already said our winner. Freeman absolutely rocked this draft. Great work.
Great work, Freeman.
And thank you guys for joining us on Mock Drafts on Tap. We'll be back next Sunday at 5:30 Central Standard Time-ish. It'll be around there. It depends on when the draft starts and when we fill up.
And we're going to try to fill a 12 team again. All right. Bye, everybody. Mahmoud says, my team. Solid wide receiver core. Secured the RB spots with handcuffs. Not preferred, but I'll have my starters going for ceiling. Meh. Well,
MK had a solid. You had the same strategy I did, Mahmoud. And it was going for ceiling, and I like it.
And I'd honestly like to emerge with every mock with my opinion being meh of my team. Then, this is good because meh means I can see lots of room for growth, and I'm going to get better because mocks don't count.
Yep.
All right, and sorry, I'm doing 2 things at once here.